All right, guys, we are back with the final match of War League, Edison War League Week 1, Match 5. The series is tied 2-2. So for those of you guys who may not know, Edison War League is basically an online kind of competition between a bunch of different teams. Each week we play a different team. Each team has 8 players, but only 5 starters per week. Each player plays 1 match per week. So we have Team Epik Cards and Games, which is my team. It's just only players from that go to Epik, my main local that you guys see on the channel. We're going up against Bazzano Sackers from Italy. And again, the series so far is tied 2-2. Bluff Nuck lost the first match. I won the second match. YCS champ Dennis Niles lost the third match. But then YCS champ Cam the Man Neal tied it up, even though he had a game 1 loss because he didn't schedule it correctly with his opponent. But here we are, the rubber match between Rabbit Rules 98 and Ryanide. Now, Rabbit Rules is playing Vayu Turbo while Ryanide's playing Lightsworn. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm only going to show Ryan's hand, I think. All right, Cam the Man Neal's watching. Oh, let me turn off this volume. So obviously this is huge. In order for us to win, Ryan's going to have to pull through. Zodokai, that is another one of my teammates. We'll see if he plays later on this season. He's coming off the bench. All right, so looks like Ryan lost the roll. And Ryan's hand's awful. Heavy, Recharge, Beckoning Light, Threatening Roar, Lightsworn Barrier, and Necrogardener. So if your opponent does this turn 1, just sets a monster, what do you think they're playing? Probably, they either set like Raikou, Hamster, Sangan, maybe. I don't know. All right. So Ryan just passed, and here comes Charge. So he milled a Vayu. So now we know he's 100% most likely playing Vayu. He milled a Vayu and an Armageddonite. Not Bluff Knock. Not Tulip Pusa. I know he's on their team. And who else is watching? Alright, so he charges for a second Raikou. So this time he set the Vayu, not the Raikou. Zach 2011 Zeeps. Okay. So now Ryan sets T-Roar. He tributes the Vayu for Sirocco. Doesn't flip the Raikou. Attacks with Sirocco. Ryan just drew Dust Shoot. So Ryan's bluffed heavy. T-Roar, trap Dust Shoot. Okay, now looking good. Ryan heavies. Or sorry, Rabbit Rules heavy Storms. I couldn't see what he sent back with Dust Shoot. But he's got 2 Vayus. He's got 3 Darks, 2 Vayus in the grave. And then he heavy Storms him. Gets rid of Ryan's bluffed heavy, but... Oh, did he... He opened double Vayu. Yeah, he did. Okay, so Ryan drew Soul Recharge. Yeah, of course we have 8 people watching. It's because it's the rubber match. All right, so he recharges the Wolf. Draws Honest and JD. Mills Charge and Jane. How many Lightsworns does he have? Only 2. No way to get milling. All right, let's see. So he sets the Necro. Okay, that was pretty good. He Raikou's the Necro. Mills Mirror Force, Card Trooper, and Hamster. Sean Montague, our national champion. Shout out to him. I know he's not on their team, but he's watching. Tossing with Mamas. Okay, so here, Rabbit Rules 98 allures away the Sirocco. Flip summons Vayu and is going to poke Ryan for 3K. Ryan's thinking about using Necro, but decides not to. So now he just drew Lila. Drew second JD, Beckoning, Mills Plague, and Garoth. How many Lightsworns does that give him? Wolf, Jane, Lila, Garoth. So 4 names, a Necro, and a Plague Spreader in the graveyard. Special summon JD, Prio if summoned successful. His back row is a D prison. So how many D prisons is this guy on? So it looks like he's on double D prison. Okay, so he goes normal summon Honest, top for Plague. And Goyo should be game if he doesn't have Gorge. Or Brio, whichever one. Attack. And attack for game. So Ryan topped. I think he was still in a good spot, but drawing that second JD definitely helped. Alright, so Ryan, 1 win away from getting us our first win in War League. Now remember, for everybody on my team, it's all our first time playing War League except for Ryan. Maybe Bluff's played before, I'm not sure. But I don't know if he's going to continue being on the team. I think he got kicked out of the War League Discord server. Some of you guys maybe heard me. I called them the Draymond Green of our team. I knew something was going to happen, and weird. Week 1 didn't even start, and he got kicked out of the server. All right, so here, Foolish is Wolf, and he's going to Crow the Wolf, summon Jane, attack into Plague, set Lightsworn Barrier. He did mill a JD. He's got Compulse, Celestia, Necrogarna. Mills Caius, Mirror Force, and Sirocco. Alright, so he used the Lightsworn Barrier trap card, summons another Jane, hits him directly. Does he have Gores? Gores would be pretty bad right here, but it looks like he doesn't have it. He has Compulse, and here comes Sirocco, top for Plague. Okay, so here Ryan is going to Compulse the Plague. Does he have a Necro? I mean, he can negate Sirocco, so I get why Ryan did what he did here. I think this was correct because he's going to Compulse the Plague. You don't want him to Black Rose you, obviously. Now, you could have Compulsed the Sirocco as well, but the Plague is going to get banished. It didn't matter. You guys will see here in a second. Yeah, I was watching this match. So he Compulses the Plague gets banished. And here comes good old Dark Arm and pop both. Hit him for 48. Now it's not looking good for our boy Ryan. He needs to draw JD. Heavy Storms, set Heavy Storm, pop the Storm, tribute for Caius, and that is game. So yeah, Dark Arm takes game 2. So game 3 for all the marbles. Let's see Ryan's hand. He opened Recharge, Lila, Arcus, Cold Wave, Raikou, and Wolf. I call Ryan's deck Arcus Turbo. Alright, let's go. Draws Lightsworn Barrier, mills heavy. Just what we needed. Ryan milling heavy. Okay, so he milled what? Celestia, Compulse, and Honest. Also, I'm not filming in my normal location. Right now, I'm actually at RBET LA, or at least I'm here in LA. I'm in my hotel room, and yeah, I'm just behind on the video, so trying to film some before. Okay, so he targets the MST, summon Arcus, attack into Raikou. Ah, man, he milled a Vayu, but at least he milled Burial. And Bottomless is pretty good. You always want them to mill Bottomless. So here comes Rhoda, adds Arma. It's probably going to send Sirocco. Charge. Oh, man, this guy milled 2 Vayus. But he did mill Torrential and Kaiku. I think he kept in the MST for Decree. That's the only reason. I mean, unless you're afraid of that Lightsworn Barrier trap card, I guess it's not bad keeping it in. Okay, so here comes Arma, send Sirocco, Vayu effect. Attack the Arcus, no Honest from Ryan. I mean, he milled 1, so... Oh no, both are gone. Okay, so he was not afraid. So Ryan with the top decked, Solar Recharge. He draws into Gores and Lightning Vortex, so his hand is Raikou, Cold Wave, Celestia, Gores, Lightning Vortex. Mills Celestia, DD Crow, sets Raikou and passes. So he attacks with Armed Wing. And he's going to pop the Armed Wing. Does he have a Vayu in there? So Ryan kind of made it obvious he had the Gores, so he did not walk into the Gores. But Ryan topped JD, and he shuffled his hand, even though he ripped it. I always tell people, I hate when people do it online, but they like, you know, most of the time I have a read on what they have, and then they'll shuffle their hand when they top deck something. I'm like, come on, man, you just top decked it. Me, I like to get my opponents on tilt, so I'll just let them know that I ripped it. I don't bother shuffling my hand. So here comes, as my friend Jason Holloway calls it, Cool Wave. Cold Wave, JD, pay 1,000. Oh man, that Cold Wave got him. Does he have another Vayu? And no, he does not have another Vayu. The bluff to brain control. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to use the brain control anyway. So battle phase, hit with JD. This is why Cold Wave is so broken. It's because, like, you get Cold Wave, and then you can't even fight back the next turn. And you can't set your spells and traps. That card is ridiculous. That's why I got banned. Like, I hate Cold Wave. It's so good. And he mode Necro was a Wolf. Necro Wolf. So he sets a Raikou, tributes for Celestia. If that's not Necrogarna, this is game. Or he has to have Gores. Hits a Wolf. Wolf special summons himself. I mean, you're a 5K. He's got the second JD too. And that is GG. So Ryan pulls through and gets us our week 1 win. Oh man, this was the way this week 1 played out, because it was my first time. It was so nerve-wracking because Bluff played the way that I uploaded the videos were exactly how they played out, because we have different schedules. So Bluff played first. I didn't even know he was playing. He just played his round 1 match, because I didn't even watch his match. I would have went and watched it, and he lost against the Forgadeg, and then I tied it up. So I felt good. I was like, okay, I tied it up. We're doing all right. And then Fetty steps up. But I already knew before Fetty, or Dennis, not us, before he even played, I already knew going in that Cam was going to get a game 1 loss. So then I'm kind of, okay, let's see if he can pull through and give us we'll have a 2-1 lead. And then Dennis lost, and like, it looked bad. Like, Dennis lost, and now Cam is already down game 1, but Cam pulls off the 2-0, ties it up, and then Ryan, playing Saxhorn or Common Sworn, pulls it out. So yeah, huge shout out to Ryan for helping us get that week 1 win. I'm having a lot of fun doing War League, so we'll see how week 2 does. Stay tuned for that. That'll be up next week. Now remember, the roster can change. This was our week 1 lineup. You know, you can change every week. You can change your deck, and you can swap your players in and out. You know, between your starters and your bench players. So we'll see. Maybe I'll sit out this week. Who knows? And this video is coming up. So I'm going to be in RBETLA tomorrow. So if you guys are there, come say hi. I'm going to be playing in the tournament. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.